we're going to put this adapter plate, transmission adapter plate, so I can mate the Vk56 to the 350Z CD transmission. The package is pretty nice though. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, I got a sticker. This is called Vk56, the VQ3537 transmission adapter. DE crank angle sensor kit, engine mounting hardware pack, transmission mounting hardware pack, 50Z flywheel and clutch adapter kit, flywheel spacer, pilot bearing adapter, flywheel bolts. It even comes with red thread locker. C3 performance. Vk56. There's the part number, product number, adapter kit. Allows me to adapt my Vk56 engine to my 350Z transmission, and I get to retain my flywheel, pressure plate, and clutch from the 350Z. Always gotta have stickers. There it is. So, yep, there's for the crank sensor, the hardware, and the spacer. There's the spacer, and it's also got the adapter for the pilot bearing. Flywheel bolts. They even gave me dowel pins. It's all aluminum. It doesn't weigh anything. It's fancy. I'm not used to fancy stuff. I like how they stamp everything in here too. So yeah, that'll be today. Should be fun. Try to go through it. The kit's pretty nice. Comes with a lot of cool stuff too. Oh God, boy! I got it! Yeah. Best part is they can't see what I'm doing because I'm grunting. I know. I'm just being dramatic. First things first, put your engine block on a table. So to show you guys here, if you notice, it gives you, if you got a CD009 or if you have a JK in the later models. Yeah. Anyways, I have a CD009, so I need to put the dowel pins on the bottom holes. So here's the bracket.
Oh, goddamn, Casey, you trying to send us to the fucking moon or what?
There's your little dowel pin. On the flat side. Yeah, here we go. There's the little flat side. Goes to the bottom.
My name's Rod, and I like to party. Alright, you go next. My name's Rod, and I also like to party. No, name's not Rod, you don't like to party. Alright, let's party.
The ACT flywheel or pressure plate is yellow. Shit. Sent that one a little too far. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. There we go. Give yourself a little bit of a gap in there. 1/16 of an inch.
Yeah, it's about 16.
What I could do for you,
hold on, let me see how you measure that.
To the team and everything.
So
I might
1/16. Okay, I see. Yep.
can't really do anything for him because he does everything. But you know one thing I think
Go over halfway down.
A little bit more now.
When you put it in, it'll put it where it needs to be.
Yeah.
It's close enough to where they want it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this owed, so I got this was my great grandfather.
Yeah.
My dad don't use it, so I took it.
You'll notice that I used the bottom holes per the instructions since I have a CD09. Now I gotta mount this onto the transmission and mark for cutting. So you gotta remove any dowel pins. Did you get it? It's like pulling a tooth.
Yep.
Alright, that's good. Just to show you here. You can see the dowel pins lined up. This will be offset, which is fine. Actually, in the instructions it shows you how to cut and clearance, and then you'll notice that little gap right there. Let's see, this little gap. It's going to be for your crank angle sensor. All right, so let me see what you did here. So you put the little sensor. What is that thing? The crank angle position sensor. Yeah. So if you set it on there, then you mark out the little. There we go. Yeah. You just marked it with what, a Sharpie?
A writing device.
A writing device. And then we cut it out. And we got to do the same up here, right? At the very top?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here you just use your angle grinder and you will start to cut out the top rib there. Just be careful and be slow. Try not to take too much at one time. You can always go back with a Dremel or anything if you need to clearance a little bit more. The angle grinder is just to kind of help you get the bigger chunks removed. The top will be for your starter, and then the bottom part of your bell housing there, when you start cutting it, you'll actually be cutting for your crank angle position sensor. Try not to take too much from here, because you can go back with a Dremel once again and actually clearance it to fit a little more snug around the sensor once you have it on the adapter plate and have a better view of what you need to change. And as always, just be careful. You don't want to hurt yourself with an angle grinder, and just take your time. Yeah!
I can't hear nothing, man. It's loud as fuck in here.
Alright, so you got this cut out, which
got a little bit of time. I can step away.
you got to clean all this up with a little Dremel. And then we've already cut some of this, but I am going to use a Dremel to mill that down. But we did cut out this little piece with an angle grinder. It gives room for the starter. We just used a regular drill with that Dremel bit on it, just so it's slow and doesn't jump around or get too high of an RPM here. But it helps us clearance everything much better. So, got the plate back on here.
I don't know. I had an idea, but I don't.
You can see how we
do all that nonsense.
kind of cut that out. Move that little rib. Bottom, you remove this. This little guy right here. So that's right in.
Yeah.
So
I do want to wrap working.
you just gotta
Not in
cut out for that. Still got a little bit of a gap there. May cut a little further back here in order to get this in, but it's pretty snug. Yeah, there we go. And that should work for the starter. Ah, nice. Yep. It clears. So there's our crank angle position sensor. Get it mounted to the transmission to see motor mounts. Let's see, what bag is that?
You don't need the Loctite right now.
Yeah, no Loctite. This is for test fitting only.
I might check the threads on the block, make sure they're clean. So we don't mess up the boat.
Yeah. Alright, so we've got the plate bolted onto the engine block with the supplied hardware. You got the M14 by 30 millimeter and M14 by 40 millimeter bolts. And we are getting this mated up to the transmission. That way we will know where the engine block is going to sit so that we can make some custom motor mounts for it. And we're just using the engine hoist with a leveler. We're just doing the block itself. We don't have it fully assembled. It just makes it easier to work with. As we get it mounted up here, we have the supplied bolts to make the transmission to the plate. That's what we're tightening up right now. It's these guys right here. Like I said, we're just mating this up to the transmission so we can get an idea of what we're gonna make. Because like it's right here.
It is sitting high.
Yeah.
It's sitting probably about an inch high.
But like how to put an oil pan on this thing is gonna be kind of wild.